Hi guys, what's up? Dax here. Today we're here on F1 2013 career mode. This time it is the Spanish Grand Prix. 17 laps now as we've gone back to 25% races, as that's really what most people asked for. So we'll go back to 25% races, and yeah, so set up same really as normal. So we're starting in 10th position. Decided not to do a lap time in qualifying just to save these tyres for the race, as I know Spain's quite a high degradation track. So anyway, let's hopefully make the strategy work, and hopefully we can go on to get some decent points. So here we are, pulling out the pit lane in our Mercedes. So yeah, a lot of people said 25% races, so that's what we've gone back to. And 50% races, they're alright, but I think they were becoming quite long videos and lots of people didn't really want to watch them. So I totally understand that. So we're back here with the 25%, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And actually, if you missed my video yesterday, you might enjoy it. So I'll leave a link down in the description to yesterday's video. So go and give it a chance if you're unsure whether you'll like it. So here we are at the start, and we got a pretty decent start there. At least the first phase was good, and now the rest of them coming back past us with the rest a little bit deep into the one, and now I've hit the back of Massa. That was not intended. A bit of contact there. It's thrown a bit sideways. We're going like 3 or 4 wide here. As the rest are driving along the grass to try and get past me. Don't know what he's trying to do there, but whatever. Under the brakes now, we'll get past Kimi Räikkönen, and now up into 6th. And then we were looking for a move down the inside there, Massa, but they couldn't get that move done. Somehow Lewis Hamilton's had a good start and now up into 1st position. We are still on the same difficulty, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to do any good on this difficulty. I'm not too good. We're going to come in lap 7 just because going 1 lap longer normally means that I just have destroyed tyres. But we all know the Bahrain race just didn't go to plan. I don't really know how I lost all the positions, but I just ended up going backwards without even really noticing it. So that was unfortunate. But hopefully now we can actually have some decent race pace and keep up with these guys. And it looks like we are at least keeping with them now, which is good. So now we'll come onto the home straight. And we won't have DRS obviously because it's the first lap, but we will have some slipstream. And they are very fast in a straight line. Down to turn 1, braking as hard as possible, running a bit too wide there. Through here, this is where I think the AI seem to be pretty fast. And they've gained a good second or so on me now. Felipe Massa there gained quite a lot of time on me through that first sector. Hopefully this middle sector can be a bit better for us. Maybe we could bring ourselves back into contention, but I'm not 100% sure here. We'll see. Just about keeping on the track there, but obviously track limits is a big thing in Formula 1 nowadays. People like doing something like that, which all 4 wheels are off the track, is deemed to be bad, and I probably would have to agree. It's not nice seeing cars go all the way off the track to gain an advantage, and there's no doubt that pretty much everyone was doing it in Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and in India as well. Pretty much everyone was doing it. I think Martin Bridle said in India one of the few people that weren't doing it was actually Esteban Gutierrez, so that's a strange thing. But through the final corner there, didn't really have the momentum on me. I could try and use DRS here, but no, sorry, not DRS. Try and use a bit of, well, I'm using a bit of KERS now. Try and keep me within this gap to Massa, as I don't really want to lose the time. But I know the tyres are just going to go off crazy fast for me, but we'll see what happens here. Massa, this is a bit closer than last lap. This will be about 8 tenths, I think. Oh, it was exactly the same gap, I think, as last lap, even though I used all that KERS. So let's try and close back in on him in the final 2 sectors. I think it's the last chicane where he is very slow. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything in terms of jumping people in pit stops, but who knows. We've been able to keep with him a bit longer than expected, and hopefully with the last sector we'll be able to close up even more. Use our final KERS through there. Obviously they've got DRS behind me now. Oh, running a bit deep. But getting the better run out the corner. Fernando Alonso has lost the position there to one of the Red Bulls. Red Bull don't seem as dominant in this race. Oh, had to sort of shortcut that final chicane just because I just made a bit of a mistake there. But it should mean we're in the DRS zone. Indeed it does. And wow, look at that. Even with DRS we are absolutely nowhere in the straight line, which is unfortunate, but yeah, that's that. So now we've got to try and catch up to Massa legitimately, not through DRS. Well, that was alright. Our lap was 8, so we're kind of coming on lap 7, as I said, just because we want to get that undercut and make sure the tyres can go the distance. I like these. I think the white tyres are my favourite ones in the whole game. I just seem to be able to drive on the limit with them. The other tyres, not so much. So far, we've had no retirements, which is good. We don't want to ever see retirements, really, but at the end of the day, I suppose retirements do help our position sometimes if cars in front make mistakes and obviously retire from the race. So now our tyres are pretty worn, but they're all coming up into quite a big queue behind Lewis Hamilton here, and we could actually make up a position or two here because Hamilton's driving extremely slowly. So Massa has Alonso right in front of him. It just seems to be this last sector where I do seem to close up the gap, and I'm going to go for it. That was a bit bold and a bit ambitious, but I had to sort of try it because otherwise I was never going to get past. Luckily with the DRS there as well, we must have been literally within like thousandths of a second of missing out on the DRS there as we go down this back straight. A bit of defensive manoeuvres down into the turn 1. Got the Red Bull squabbling it out with Lewis Hamilton in the lead. Lewis Hamilton seems to have found a bit of pace here today. He's managed to pull himself into the prime position for the win. That last sector really does kill the AI, so we'll try and catch up to them through here, there. And it's really the slow corners which AI are pretty bad at, so we'll try and catch them up through there. But at least we're sort of semi-competitive here, which is something I really wanted to be, and luckily we are, so that is good. Through here, I highly doubt we're going to have DRS. We don't. I had so much cursor, I didn't even get it all used, and there's been contact down below, or down behind I should say, with I think Kimi Räikkönen smashing into the back of another driver. And we go on to those dreaded orange tyres, the hard tyres which are horrible to drive on in this game. So we're going to get the DRS here, but we look like we're a bit too far back to make it work. But at least we caught up some time on this lap. That was quite a decent lap. So we're going to hit next lap. So fuel conservation mode from Alonso. So he's slower in a straight line, but there's contact between the Red Bulls. And now surely that second place Red Bull, whoever it seems to be, will go after Lewis Hamilton. That seems to be the case. The AI, after getting past their slower counterpart, will normally go right after the car in front. We made a mistake running wide. I'm doing a bit of curves there to defend myself. Tyres are badly worn. I like how he has to make the notice to me here, and I am starting to lose the back of Fernando here. And with the AI's superior straight line speed, this should be a bit easier for Felipe Massa, but he doesn't make the manoeuvre stick. He can't even go down the inside. But through this slower last sector, can we catch back up to the AI? I really hope so, but look at this, the grip is just totally gone. Do we go another lap? Do we risk it? I think we really have to make our strategy work. To be honest now, I've just got to cut that corner. I just can't turn in, I'm going to have to cut it unfortunately. But now we're going to, as soon as we get down to this straight, we're going to start running in. We'll run it in lean just to save that bit of fuel. We need that top 5 finish. It looks like these cars are starting to go back at Lewis Hamilton here. which should be good for the championship. Obviously I want to beat Lewis Hamilton. Oh, I made a slight mistake there. So we should be able to go into fast fuel mixture as soon as we come out the pit lane, which is going to be great. Unfortunately for me there, just not having the grip through there. Well, I didn't mean to hit Massa there, but it looked like I ended up doing that, so I have to use all the track and a little bit of grass to keep myself in contention here. Hopefully I have DRS just to help me out here. Indeed I do. The Button has just got superior straight line speed there. Now, I did have DRS there. Somebody said that I didn't. Somebody thought that I didn't know what DRS was in the last video. Obviously I do know what DRS is, but just AI seemed extremely fast. But look at those tyres. Why is it so scripted? But at least I'm having way more fun doing this than 50% races, just because it's a bit closer. Whoa, we're literally drifting it into the pit lane there. So lean and tyres, we'll go with prime. So we're going to have to make the strategy work. It might be quite hard, but I have to hope really that this is going to be the strategy that's going to help me win here. Not win here, win my battles I should say. Max Chilton will be looking to come out the pit lane in front of me, and I think he will actually. Max Chilton is having a stonker of a race ahead of Kimi Raikkonen, after Kimi Raikkonen having to pit for the front wing. So now into fast fuel mixture. We've got +2 laps, so we should be able to go fast. Raikkonen, no retirement so far. Raikkonen's the car behind us. We don't want to wear these tyres off too much. Raikkonen has got a similar car to us in terms of speed, so I don't know what I don't think he'll be able to make it to the end, but he'll be challenging us for at least for a bit. So we might as well not fight him. We got him. How has Raikkonen got so much extra straight line speed? And Raikkonen ended up going side by side with Chilton through there, which is not the preferred line, just because you're now going to get held up even more. And look at that, there's a big queue of cars down the back there. I think that might be down to last position. That's probably due to coming out pits behind them. Alright, so the fast fuel mixture is coming into effect here. We can now hopefully jump back past all these people and through the stops. I don't know who that was. I don't think it was anyone too important, otherwise we would have come out a lot closer. Yeah, so Raikkonen's going to restop. He'll probably put on those primes, I would say, in 3 laps time. I can get him like 5 or 6 laps. That'd be good for Kimi Raikkonen. Bit of an unfortunate strategy that he's had to pit twice because of the front wing we all know about. I think he lost on the back of Felipe Massa, but not too bad so far. So far it has gone very well, and hopefully we can keep up this momentum for a little bit and build up a decent gap. So apparently when I have like a couple of stabs at the throttle through a corner, somebody said in a comment yesterday that that's the reason why I lose a lot of time. And also drifting out the corners cannot help. We've closed down Suttil, sorry, so much in this lap. That's why I think the undercut is very powerful in this game, but at the end of the stint you've got to be very cautious with your tyres. I do find that annoying that it slows you down. Still one of those things I get a bit angry about. So this is going to be a much faster lap time there, 0.6 of a second faster. And who's this? Back past Felipe Massa there. Back past Felipe Massa, and so is Kimi Raikkonen. Exactly what we wanted. What? I swear we pulled out on Kimi Raikkonen on that lap, and we still lost time on it on the fastest sectors. But whatever. Back up into 4th position. I can't really complain too much, getting back past Massa. Like, that's what they were talking about, is me revving it up through the corners. I don't know why I do it. I suppose that's one thing that I just have done for the last couple of games, and I just continue doing it now, obviously, in this game. But guys, hopefully you are enjoying the 25% races. I do personally think for YouTube it's a much better fit, but I would love to do some 100% races at some point, and I think I'll be doing them at some point in the near future. Some 100% races around some classic tracks. But we'll see what happens in terms of that. If I do 100% races, it will be full races. I will, show the whole race. It might take a million years to upload, but you can see there's a car off the right hand side of on the minimap. A car just went straight on, and could have had some sort of failure. I'm not too sure. Kimi Raikkonen now coming behind us with the DRS. I've got to really sort of pray that my tyres don't go off at the end, but I think I've done pretty well with conserving them. I haven't really slid up the tyres too much through this stint. I mean, they're worn obviously because of the high tyre drag in this game, but they're not terrible. I kind of would like it to have a two-stop strategy. I kind of would like that sort of to be programmed as you have to do two stops in 25% races, and then if you risked it you could do a one-stopper. That's what I'd like to see. Maybe see the AI do a split. You do see that in certain tracks on this game, but you don't see it all the time. So what I'd like to see is for that happen all the time. DRS. Oh, turns that corner way too early. Embarrassingly too early. So spinning up tyres through there can't be good. I think I really could be saving tyres a much better rate here, but I'm not. So Raikkonen won't be peeling in this lap, but I think he will be peeling in the next lap. So we'll come across up to the line here. This will be a slow lap time. 7 or so tenths down on our fastest so far. 6 tenths down on our pace lap time, which I think was our last lap time. Ooh, slight mistake through there, got a bit offline. You can see Hamilton's pretty much dominating now. 5th position I think would be 10 points, that would be definitely good. And we all know that Kimi Raikkonen's going to pit again, so I say we might as not well fight with him, but to be honest, oh my god, it's all just gone horribly wrong. I might as well keep him behind me just to have a car in between myself and Massa, which is going to be key, because Massa makes a mistake, he'll run right into the back of Raikkonen here. Same with Button, so it's good to have the AI in there because they seem to generally crash into each other a bit more. Oh my god. You serious game? Problem occurs. Mercedes, you're just trolling me, boy. And I don't say boy often, that was just sort of a joke. But so running onto the home straight now. Raikkonen pit. Oh no, Hamilton's leading. I honestly want to get out this Mercedes team as fast as possible now. I don't really want to be in this Mercedes team. I'd rather be in Red Bull or Ferrari, to be perfectly honest. Not really Lotus, I don't really want to be in a Lotus, but Ferrari or maybe even McLaren, to be honest. They're quite OP in this game. And also, yeah, Red Bull obviously, I'd like to be with them. But it's going to be incredibly hard to beat one of them, so we'll see. But I'll see what rivals we get selected at the last couple of rounds of the season. I think it's slightly different in this game. You select a rival in like Suzuka or something, and if you beat them in a certain amount of races, I think if you beat them in 3 out of the 5 races before the end of the season, you get the contract. So now we'll defend 0.000 between me and Sergio Perez there. Now I've got to be super defensive with my manoeuvres. Oh, for goodness sake, game. No, I didn't want to put it in rich, I want to put it in lean. exactly what I didn't want, because now they're going to be right on the back of me down here. And DRS is absolutely crazy. We're going to do some defensive manoeuvres here. Whichever way he goes, we're going to follow him. Obviously you're allowed one manoeuvre and then back to the racing line. No, didn't mean to put it in fast, I meant to put it back in standard. And still got this curse failure you can see on the little mini-map. Not mini-map, what am I talking about? On the car map. On the emergency screen you can see the 9 red dots or squares, whatever they are, in the middle of the car. That is the curse. Perez making slight contact with me through there. Webber now down into fourth. Don't know what's happened there. It was Alonso beforehand, but Alonso's moved himself up into a podium. So we shouldn't have too long to go now. When this lap is complete, it'll be 3 to go. But we've lost a lot of time to Webber, and that's something we want to look at, definitely. Perez on full revs. Ooh, I thought we were going to end up in the side of Perez there. But just take it incredibly slowly through there. How's Perez? Perez just crashed into the side of me there, and now they're... Massa's backed out of it. Sergio Perez going back past, also in there we've got Grosjean. Curse back online exactly after we needed it. Thanks, great Mercedes crew there, leaving it right after I needed it. But whatever, we'll try and fight on. Right, so we're losing a whole heap of time to Webber here, and now we've gone off into the marbles. Sergio Perez not giving us an inch. We're going to go right back at him down the inside here. A bit of a Sergio Perez-esque overtake there, being very robust. Having to push him right to the edge of the track. Nothing against Perez, but he does do some very robust manoeuvres, if you know what I mean. But I'm looking to have a Ferrari seat, so what I'll be trying to do is beat Felipe Massa in the standings. So yeah, I want to get in the Ferrari team. Season 3 will start up, I'd say. Season 3 will be probably mid-December-ish time. I would guess is the sort of time we're going to start up season 3. Now, are we going to be able to... We'll do the one defensive manoeuvre to the inside. Just about had enough in the tyres to keep it on the track round here. Now Felipe Massa is really challenging me hard. The tyres are off under the banners. I had to really adjust my style of driving, not revving it up through the corners, just having one bite at the throttle. Then I end up sliding because the game has no grip. So it's kind of a thing I've got to sort of test the throttle, but then also I've got to try and learn to not do that, so I don't end up spinning off and everything. So a bit of gravel on the tyres, we'll be defensive with our manoeuvres. All that's been front wing, and it's off Sergio Perez. He must have run in there way too fast. There we go, we're lucky there, we just got the manoeuvre done. I had to slow up Massa in the middle of the corner there. And we're going to have to be super defensive. Whichever way Massa goes, we're going to have to go with him. Edge him at the side of the track, we'll leave him just the car's width. Ooh! He tried to turn to the corner, and I've been very robust with that overtake, but I don't really care. I'm looking for a 5th position here. I'm not going to give anything. But do you think the difficulty for me? I mean, obviously, guys, you know I'm not the best of drivers here, but Do you think I should turn it down to the lower difficulty? I think I wouldn't do it for this season just because it would ruin it a bit. But for next season, would you like to see me on a slightly lower difficulty just to try and get me back a bit more competitive? I mean, it's all well saying, oh yes, I run on Legend, but I'd rather have fun and run on a lower difficulty, if you know what I mean. Run on a lower difficulty and be a bit more competitive and actually have some good races. Would you like to see that? Let me know with a comment down below. Oh no, no, no. Me and Massa are both run out of tyres. You see, we're both struggling here. Now this run out of here is key. He's going to have DRS very briefly. I don't think it's going to be enough though as we come across the line to finish in 5th. That was actually I think that might have been the funnest race of the season so far. So I'm happy we went back to 25% races, guys. I didn't have to pace, that's for certain. But at least I had quite a bit more fun in that race. And you can see our lap time is still a second off. But overall, guys, I enjoyed that race thoroughly. I'm looking forward to the next one now. Here are the standings. We're in 6th position, equal with Kimi Räikkönen. And we'll hope to have Felipe Massa as a rival for the end of the year, and hopefully we can go for Ferrari next year and challenge for the championship. But Sebastian Vettel leads the way as we go into Monaco, and Red Bull have nearly a 100-point lead over Mercedes in constructors. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's been Alex, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.